Do I want to plant this, or how much of this do I want to plant? You know what I mean? Um,
Mhm.
there was a
And
discussion in the beginning about tomatoes and peppers being long season,
oh yeah,
and
I
we
don't
got
even
a
know where we
little.
landed.
It was kind
I think
of
we're gonna
just.
find out.
I think we're gonna find out. Yeah, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. In the right corner, you've got Batavia.
I crossed my
The,
arms too, which I don't know if I've ever
you
done in this
did. You
podcast.
never
Okay.
crossed your arms. I got nervous. I started shaking. Um, so Batavia thinks she feels like they're long day,
Yeah.
long season. Excuse
I,
me.
I could be jaded though, based on all of my woes when it comes to planting summer crops. But I'm trying to be realistic in saying if I put a transplant out, let's use my real life, let's call it June 1st, and that plant is starting to grow in June. It's getting some size in July. I have rarely ever had a tomato that is of size, well, is ripe like in the early part of August. So I am closer to mid to the end of August, right? And so that, and I'm really starting to get them in great numbers in September. So
Right.
that puts me definitely over the 90-day period, right? And obviously tomatoes are different than some of your single harvest crops. So and like for me, the height of the growing season, I'm waiting on tomato plants to
Yeah.
produce.
Yeah. And
So,
when we were talking about it too, I was thinking, okay, I plant my tomatoes in the garden April 15th. And so you go May 15th, June 15th. By about mid June, that's 60 days, I will start getting greenish tomatoes. By the 75-day mark, to be fair and safe, I'm getting blushing tomatoes at that point. I may get a ripe tomato, like cherry tomatoes. Absolutely, there's an argument for those. I think personally, every garden should have one cherry tomato plant, just because it makes you feel
mhm.
special. I mean, that's all there is to it, you know.
That's exactly
Um,
how I would have said it too. Yeah.
yeah, because I mean, other than that, it's like, you know. But now I will say this: that's because I grow determinate tomatoes.
Hmm, hmm.
Indeterminate tomatoes, which are notoriously slower producing.
Yeah.
Now that's a different situation. And that's where you really start getting in the weeds and you start, breaking down classifications and all that stuff, which I don't
Hmm.
really want to get into. But that's just as part of the decision that you make. Now, peppers, there's an argument for peppers.
Hmm.
There's
Hmm.
a
If you
strong
throw,
argument.
yeah, hot peppers, if you start with that, I mean, you could easily be closer to 100 days for those. Then, if you even look at sweet peppers, it depends on what you're trying to do because let's go with your classic bell pepper. So, and we have California Wonders in the shop. So, link below. Um, if you use a California Wonder or any other bell pepper, which is going to be a sweet pepper, it's going to produce and get to size. And generally, they're going to be green, right? Now, if I'm waiting for that California Wonder to turn red, I mean, you could be talking weeks later, right?
Oh,
So
yeah. I don't
if
even wait on them to turn red. That's not even an option for me.
every year I tell myself I'm not going to, that I'm going to harvest more because I have enough plants. I'm going to harvest more green. And well, you know my
So
story.
I want to tell you this too, because you and I have not agreed that when they change colors, they're sweeter. I can't really tell the difference, but I did read something recently scientifically that was like, yes, it is a sweeter pepper when they turn red. I just don't have the taste buds for that. I don't know. But
Yeah,
you
no,
were
we didn't
definitely right about
disagree. I I know that I'm right.
that.
Like that, like
Y'all see what I got to deal
I mean,
with? Like if you're watching this on
I don't,
YouTube, the face says it all.
yeah, I got a lot more to add. Like I mean, I'll let you be wrong in this.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, well, I was
it's not
definitely
worth an
wrong.
argument for me because I'm absolutely certain that I'm right in this.
But the thing too is, the argument is when things are touched, kissed by frost, they're sweeter. And I was just saying the
Mm,
other day, like, my Brussels
yeah.
sprouts, if that's the case, they taste like Snickers bars at this point. You know what I mean? Like, that's just
Yeah.
not true.
The science
So,
behind that, you know, starch is converted to sugars. It's supposed to support it, but does it really reach your taste buds? Is it noticeable?
yeah.
Notable. Um, but yeah, I think I mean, I've had more green peppers than anything in my lifetime, and unless you cook green pepper, well, I'm not going to argue that. I know I'm right. Let's move on. So, bell peppers, hot peppers, any pepper in my world, maybe a snack pepper, like maybe you could get those to produce similar to cherry tomatoes, but peppers generally are in line with tomatoes. I look at them as a longer season crop. You're going to spend some time with it in the garden before it really produces.
Yeah. I would say, thinking about peppers and putting it into perspective, if this is one that if you went by seed, this would be the longest season crop because it takes
Hmm.
forever.
Hmm.
But putting it out there, the thing is you have to think about too, and I love that you talked about the snack peppers. I love that because what that's telling me is the size of the final fruit dictates how soon you're going to get your harvest. Case in point, cherry tomatoes. Case in point, smaller peppers. It's just they don't have to grow as big and they don't have to ripen. At one point, I was looking, when I first started all of this stuff, I said, I'm going to have a crazy garden and I'm going to grow all these crazy vegetables. And I got to
Hmm.
looking and I dug deep in the world's worst seed starting catalog ever, Baker's Creek. And I found bell peppers seeds that were like a pound. They grew to be a pound. So I said,
Hmm.
okay. I was like, this is absolutely something I want to get on board in. So I started looking into it. And then what I found out is you may get one bell pepper off the plant. And that kind of started me because then I ended up getting that year lipstick peppers, which were noticeably smaller. And I was getting so many peppers I couldn't keep up with, and we were throwing them in the trash. I was throwing them in the
Hmm.
woods. You know what I mean? It was insane. So I started thinking about it, and then the cherry tomatoes and all that stuff kind of added up. So when it comes to peppers, it depends on the variety that you get, is going to tell you which one is going to be, the fastest and the longest.